Hello, and welcome back to the Post TV. I'm your host, Ellie Metzler, a freshman studying journalism.
And I'm junior Abby Hiday studying journalism.
The conflict between Palestine and Israel has recently picked up, and reporter Ranjini Shank discusses the reality of the war on Gaza.
Israel has a genocidal intent against the Palestinians in Gaza. That is evident from the way in which Israel's military attack is being conducted, which has been described by Ms. Hassim SC. It is systematic in its character and form. The mass displacement of the population of Gaza, headed into areas where they continue to be killed, and the deliberate creation of conditions that, quote, lead to a slow death, unquote.
אף אחד לא יעצור אותנו. לא האג, לא ציר הרשע, ולא אף אחד אחר.
If you think that anyone has the power to stop us raining down high explosives on the Gaza Strip, think again, because we issue the orders and no one will be able to assist you. And very much to the international community, don't think of stopping us.
Israel has no intention of permanently occupying Gaza or displacing its civilian population.
Despite Netanyahu's words, almost 30,000 Palestinian civilians have been killed since October 7th. The ICJ has stated that Israel must do everything in their power to prevent the genocide of the people of Palestine. This is thanks to South Africa's testimony proving that Israel does have intent to commit this genocide. However, Netanyahu has stated in his speech that he will not stop until he has, quote, achieved total victory, end quote. The Israeli military has also started bombing the Rafah border, which is the only safe passageway in and out of Gaza, blocking the humanitarian aid trucks that need to get into Gaza to help save the civilians.
First they bombed us in Jabalia, so we moved to Khan Yunis. We were targeted again in Al-Mawasi. We then came here to Rafah, but the attacks continue. When the bombing started, I couldn't breathe. I was screaming for help.
There is also the clear pattern of conduct. The targeting of family homes and civilian infrastructure, laying waste to vast areas of Gaza, and the bombing, shelling, and sniping of men, women, and children where they stand, the destruction of the health infrastructure, and lack of access to humanitarian assistance. So much so that as we stand today, 1% of the Palestinian population in Gaza has been systematically decimated.
بفتخر بخواتي وامي شهداء ربنا يرحمهم لكن اقسم بالله العلي العظيم يا نتنياهو خلف هؤلاء الشهداء 3 من الابناء سيفجرون راسك يا ابن الكلب.
At a press conference in Jerusalem today, Netanyahu reiterated his long-standing goals for the war, absolute victory. And he said the Israel Defense Forces could achieve that goal in, quote, a matter of months. The original proposal called for a 6-week pause to release older women and children first, and then a promise of 2 more releases, including soldiers and the bodies of hostages who died in captivity. Hamas's counter-proposal goes further, demanding an Israeli withdrawal first from populated areas and then from Gaza completely. It also demands reconstruction, more than 500 humanitarian aid trucks per day, and the understanding that Hamas would remain in power.
The United States has also proposed a bill to send $17 billion of funding to the Israeli military in order to assist them in this ongoing war. However, many civilians in the United States oppose this bill because they say that it will only fund the genocide of the Palestinians.
نحن أبطال نحن غزة أين أنت يا دول العربية حماك الله يا غزة علمت كل دول العالم الرجولة.
If you are interested in learning more on this topic, check out thepostathens.com for more videos and articles. The Crystal is a popular bar on Court Street.
Yeah, Ellie, the Crystal has been around for decades. Reporters asked staff members the history of Crystal, how it came to be, and why so many students love it.
The blue and white front of the Crystal Bar is a classic of Court Street. Let's take an inside look at one of the many businesses that buzz with excitement and fun on the weekends in Uptown Athens.
Crystal Casino was started in the 1970s, and it had crystal chandeliers, where it kind of got the name from. Had gaming. Originally, the bar had carpeting in it, which is kind of different. For a bar, we had to tear that out and update it. You know, the original structure was 1870s, I think, but it was a theater before it was a tavern or bar. So a lot has changed, but a lot has stayed the same. We kind of stayed with the the wood theme and old beer signs and neons. We've always stressed quality drinks served by quality people at a reasonable price. So I think the staff, we always,
Many people who head to Court Street to decompress from their week rave about the Crystal. Whether they are pouring drinks up or taking them down, everyone has a great time in the wooden mirrored bar.
Just a great environment in here. The drinks are awesome. The temperature in here is always just right.
Like working here, like all my coworkers are fun. They're outgoing. They're able to make conversation with me. Like we have a good time. Like I enjoy working here. It's a good time.
Like it's just a great time in here and I love it.
While this structure has gone through many changes over the decades, its current atmosphere is where a lot of Athens residents and Ohio University students go.
It's so cool how much history there is in the buildings of Athens. I didn't know Crystal used to be a theater, so be sure to check it out. I also heard that there's a new medical facility opening up in Athens.
Yes, Memorial Health System is constructing a new medical facility along Columbus Road. Let's take a look at what their plans are. While this facility does not meet the criteria to be a hospital, it will still provide care to those in medical need. The facility will create over 160 jobs. Athens Mayor Steve Patterson is hoping to make Athens a healthcare hub so that the residents of Southeast Ohio don't have to go to Columbus to receive care. This medical facility will provide additional care to Athens and Southeast Ohio.
Nick Kobe sits down with Ariel to talk about all things Grammys and Taylor Swift. Here's a sneak peek at this week's podcast episode, The Depths of Music.
I feel like since Taylor won that award, people are really trying to turn on her, but it's harder to turn on her now because she's the biggest thing that has happened ever. I saved this tweet. It's so funny because since then, let's see. Let me read this tweet. This is from Steve, bunch of numbers.
Okay.
I can't believe Taylor Swift dragged Lana Del Rey to the stage by her hair, yanked a Grammy out of SZA's hands, body slammed Celine Dion off the stage, sued a homeless college student.
You can find this podcast and others on our website, thepostathens.com. Now let's take a look at our upcoming weather and sports.
All right, good to see you again. My name is James Zinnbauer. I'm your forecaster for this week, courtesy of Ohio University Scalia Lab. You can see it's quite breezy out today. We had a cold front move through around Thursday, which brought in some colder air, a little bit breezier winds to our area. These temperatures will continue to fall throughout the day into Friday as well. Friday will be bound and high in the around 43 degrees area. As well, we are getting a low pressure system that starts to move through during Friday evening. Now, this low pressure system is a little bit hard to forecast. It's all pretty variable, but what we could see from this is a mix of rain and snow in the early evening and then transitioning to snow overnight. Now, because this storm is so variable and hard to predict, the accumulations can be pretty scattered. So, for the time being, expect about 1 to 2 inches of snow by the time the storm fully moves through around Saturday. Saturday will be quite cold at a high around 34 degrees. A little bit windy as well. Friday into Saturday will still be cold, and then Sunday it'll start to warm up again. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're getting high pressure that moves in. High pressure means it's going to be a lot calmer, a little bit breezy here and there, but temperatures will slowly start to climb back up, back into the 40s at the start of the week, and then almost all the way up to 60 by Wednesday. All right, we'll stay dry. Be wary of the storm tomorrow, but don't expect too much or too little from this. And as always, I look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.
What's up, Bobcats? Here's an update in your recent sports. Bobcat hockey is coming off a rough weekend, getting swept against Liberty, losing 3-4 in both games. They are back in the Bird this weekend against Drexel, Saturday at 7. Men's basketball lost to Arkansas State this past weekend, 87-100. They take on Toledo on the road at 9, and then are back in the combo Tuesday for their game against Kent State at 7. Go support your Bobcats. Women's Bobcat basketball lost to Texas State over the weekend, 71-80. They hope to bounce back in a conference game against Ball State Saturday in the Convo at 1. Go support your Lady Bobcats. Spring sports are in full swing, and softball is coming back from their tournament in Florida. They went toe-to-toe Mercy ruling Michigan State in a shutout. They unfortunately lost the rest of the games, but showed their grit going up against big names such as Arkansas. They have their next tournament in North Carolina where they take on Drexel, Sacred Heart, and UNC Greensboro. Good luck to all the players this weekend. As for baseball Bobcats, they look towards their season opening against Lipscomb in a 3-game series in Nashville. The roster is looking fresh with 22 players coming back and 19 new players coming in. Good luck to them this weekend and the rest of the season. Now back to Ellie and Abby.
Our senior posties are going to be graduating soon, so we asked them about their memories from the Post, Ohio University in Athens. Here's what they had to say.
I'm going to miss so much about Athens and the Post and everything. This is just the best place ever, you know. All of my friends are here. You can see them all the time. The people are nice. The scenery is beautiful, and of course I'm going to miss the Post. I spend hours of my day here, and it's worth every minute. So I'm going to be so bummed to be leaving and to be saying goodbye to everyone, but I know that everyone's going to do a great job next year. And I will definitely come visit, because this is possibly the most beautiful place in the world.
Well, definitely a lot of the people I've met, always miss. I think it's really cool whenever it's like you're in the same area as a bunch of people your age at the same time. I think that's cool. I mean, high school it's like that too, but you know, I think here especially, a lot of people the same age with the same interest. I will miss having that opportunity.
There's a couple different things that I'm going to miss about Athens once I leave here. One of the first things, one of the biggest things too, is just the people that I'm surrounded by too, especially that a lot of people that are in my life right now, they're not seniors. So having to leave and they're still here and not leaving at the same time, that's a little tough because it's going to feel like, you're leaving a piece of your life really in general just behind here in Athens. So I'm going to miss that aspect of it too. I'm going to miss being able to just, go out with the friends that I have here a lot too. That's definitely going to be a big change in pace from when I leave here. One of the biggest things I'm going to miss about the Post itself, other than, of course, the people themselves and all the great content that we get to produce, is having a window in an office. Who knows when I'm going to have that next.
What I'll miss about the Post most is the opportunity to see my friends pretty much every day and getting to work on cool projects with them. What I'll miss about OU most is the sense of community and just the opportunity to make so many friends and have all these different experiences and just completely live a different life than I did, my first 18 years. And what I'll miss most about Athens is probably the summer and how beautiful out it was and the views of South Green from my balcony and the pool and just how calm and peaceful it really can be here.
We're going to miss our senior posties. Reporters Abby Hiday and Danny Gray took on Court Street on Valentine's Day to ask couples and students about their plans. Here's what's going on in Athens on Valentine's.
And you said you have a girlfriend.
I do have a girlfriend.
You're heading over there?
I'm heading over there. Yes, sir.
How long have you been with her, man?
I've been with her for 2 years.
Okay.
2 solid years.
What's her favorite color?
Her favorite color is purple.
She's got taste.
Yep,
Okay. Are you guys single, or do you have an SO, or?
I'm single. I'm dating someone.
Oh, okay. So we got a little mixture here. Are you guys single?
Yeah, I'm single. Yeah.
Why?
Nobody loves me, man. It's a sad story,
I'm sorry. It's okay. We all go through it sometimes. How about you?
I'm just a bitch.
All right. Where did you guys meet?
We met, so I was like walking. You know where Earl's, the Morton Hill is?
Yeah.
I was like sprinting because I had to go to Jeff to meet my friend. And I actually like kind of like suplexed her, really. And I had to just pick her up. And then I got her snap. And then I kind of just flirted with her for a little bit. And then I asked her out over break because we hung out.
Can you vouch?
Yeah, that was
What are you guys doing this Valentine's Day, this fine evening?
We are just being Galentines together. We are just going to hang out together, go back and do some skincare. Very fun.
We are about to go to her date party.
Skincare. What did you get her for Valentine's Day?
So it was our 2 years a couple weeks ago, so I brought her out to dinner and all that. So I was like, I'm not going to spend that much money on Valentine's. I bought her some flowers, and I got her some dark chocolate. She loves dark chocolate. And I almost got her a card, but I was like, I'm just going to write her a nice note before I go over there, bring it from my heart, you know what I mean?
Is there anything that you guys think you want to add? Did I miss anything?
I mean, I'm single. Hit me up. That's what I'm saying.
Abby, did you do anything fun for Valentine's Day?
Yes, actually, I sat in my bed with a Jenny's ice cream and watched Grey's Anatomy. What about you?
That sounds more fun than what I did. I sat in the office and worked all night.
Nice.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of The Post TV.
Be sure to follow all of our socials at The Post Athens. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.